Hello friends, in this video we'll see how to calculate the numericals on PERT, that is Project Evaluation and Review Technique. Let us solve a numerical on PERT. So example number 1, following is the data associated with your PERT project. So we are given the activities, their preceding activities. Now as we know in PERT we have 3 times. So 3 estimated times are given, your optimistic time, then pessimistic time and most likely time TM. So we are given 3 times. So we have to determine the variance of the project, then what is the probability of completing the project within 29 days, and third, what is the schedule duration with 90% probability. So first of all, the first very important step is what we have to draw the network. Now to draw a network we have to use this activities, the activities and their preceding activities. So by using the activities and their preceding activities, first of all we'll find out the project duration. Now let us first draw a network and calculate project duration. So let us draw a network which is starting with A activity. As we can see, A and B has no preceding activity. It means what? The both are starting activities. That should be starting from a single node. So from single node we have activity A as well as the activity B. After A and B, starting to C and D. So C, the preceding is A, and also for E, preceding activity is your A again. So in what, after completion of A we can start with C as well as E. Now let us see, after E and C, for D we have the preceding activity B. It means what, after completion of B we can start with D, and also after B we can start with F. Now as you have seen, I have drawn C and D on a single node because after C and D only we have the next activity, that is activity G. So after C and D we have next activity, that is activity G, and G is your last activity. So as you can see, your network is still incomplete. We feels like a network is incomplete, but it is not the case because E, F and G, all these three are your ending activities, and these three should meet at a single node, and we have drawn it at a different nodes, but it should meet at a single node. Simply what we can do, we can join these nodes and end our project at the last node. So let us join it, that is your E and F, and we can finish the network. Now the next step is we have to give the numbers to our network. So let us do the numbering, and numbering is start from left towards right. So 1, 2, 3 and then 4 and 5. So we require only 5 nodes to complete this particular network. So we are satisfied all the requirements of drawing a network. Now let us give the duration of each activity. From the reference of your given numerical, we'll write down the durations. Now to write down the durations, you have to calculate the completion time of your project. How will you find out the completion time of your project? For that you have to find out the expected time of each activity, that is known as TE. To calculate TE we have a formula. So your TE is equal to TO plus 4Tm plus Tp upon 6. So by using this formula, we have to calculate the TE of each activity and represent in your project network. So let us find out first T of each activity. Now let us write down T for each activity, that is calculated by using formula TO plus 4Tm plus Tp upon 6. So I calculated the T of each activity. For A, that is 9, for B 9, for C it is 9, D 8, and for E it is 7, for F 5, and for G it is 11. So we have calculated T of each activity. Now we can calculate the project duration. So expected completion of project time. To calculate it, what we have to do? We have to go in a manner from left towards right, and we have to find out T. That is nothing but we have to add the duration of it. So starting from 0, 0 plus 9, that is 9, and 0 plus 9 again 9. From 2, you are going towards 4 first. So 9 plus 9, that is 18, and 9 plus 8, that is 17, and we have to keep the maximum value, that is nothing but 18. Now 9 plus 7 will give us 16, and 9 plus 5 will give us 14. So here we'll get three values as the three arrows are ending towards node 5, and 18 plus 11 will be 29. So we have to keep the maximum one, that is 29. Therefore your project duration will be 29. Now we are determined to find out the variance of the project. To find out the variance of the project, we should know the critical activities first. So to find out critical activities in this given network, we have to find out TL of each node. To find out TL, starting from your first node 29, then TL will be 29. Now 29 minus, to find out TL, we have to subtract the duration. So 29 minus 7 will give us 22, and 29 minus 5 will give us 24. 29 minus 11 will be 18. Then again 18 minus 9 will give us 9, which is the minimum value. So we have to keep the minimum value, that will be 9. And 18 minus 8 is 10. So we have to keep the minimum values, that is 10. Now towards 1, 9 minus 9 is 0, and 9 minus 10 minus 9 is 1. So we have to keep the minimum, that is 0. So from this we can say that the critical path of given network is where we are getting the slack equal to 0. So 1, 2, 2, 4, and 4, 5. So 1, 2, 2, 4, and 4, 5 is what our critical path. And critical activities are activity A, C, and G. These are your what? Critical activities. Now to find out variance, we should find out the standard deviation first. And to find out standard deviation, we have to use the given question. So formula to find out standard deviation is TP minus TO upon 6. So we'll continue this problem only and find out standard deviation of each activity first, and then we can find out the variance of each of them. So standard deviation, the formula is was TP 12 minus 6 upon 6, that is 1, and so on. So I calculated by using this formula the standard deviation of each activity. Now by using the standard deviation, we have to find out the variance. Now how will you find out the variance? So variance is nothing but To find out the variance, we should know standard deviation. The relation between both of them is variation is under root of your sigma, that is nothing but standard deviation. Sigma is nothing but standard deviation. So taking root of standard deviation will get the variance of each activity. So let us find out the root. So these are the variance of each activity, but we don't require to find out the variance of each activity. We require to find out the variance of project. That is nothing but the addition of variance of your critical activities. So as we have find out what are our critical activities, activity A, C and activity G. These are our what critical activities. As we can see over here in your network, activity A, C and G are your critical activities. So variance of A, C and G will give us what? Will give us variance. So variance of project will be summation of this. Therefore, the variance of project will be equal to 4. Summation of 1, 1.73 plus 1.73 will give us the answer equal to 4. Now, the next step. So next, you are asked to find out what is the probability of completing the project in 29 days. So we have to complete our project within 29 days. So how will you complete your project within 29 days? For this particular, we have to use a formula, that is your normal deviation. So we are given here normal deviation values also. So that formula we have to use. Z is equal to due date within which we have to complete the project minus our estimated project duration upon your standard deviation. So now in this case, Z we will be finding out to find out the probability. TS and T. Now what is TS? TS is 29 days because we have to complete the project within 29 days. So that is nothing but your TS minus T is the actual project duration, but is also equal to 29 days upon the standard deviation. Now we have to take the standard deviation of critical activities only. So again, looking at this table, add the standard deviation of critical activities only. By adding this, we'll get standard deviation equal to 1 plus 3 plus 1 plus 3, that is 8. So standard deviation is comes to equal to 8. Now by using this standard deviation equal to 8, that will be said will be given as 0. Therefore the probability of completion of your project within 29 days is, as per this table, if Z is equal to 0, the probability we have is 50%. So we have find out the probability of completion of your project within 29 days. Now next, in next case, we have to find out what is the schedule duration with 90% probability. Now whenever probability is given and we have to find out the due date, so let us first find out Z, your normal deviation. To find out Z, we have to use this table. So as we can see, your 90% lies between these two values. So use interpolation method. So Z values are 1, let us keep it as X and 2, and the probabilities are given as 84.13, then 90%, and then we have 97.72. So therefore If you don't know how to do the interpolation, that is a simple. Just do it. 2 minus 1, that is your first, second and third reading. If it is 3 minus 1 upon 3 minus 2, that is 2 minus x, is equal to, same we have to follow, 3 minus 1, 84.13 upon 3 minus 2. If you solve this, we'll get value of x equal to 1.98. So our z is 1.98 at the probability equal to 90%. Therefore, the formula z is equal to Ts minus Te upon sigma will give us the value of Ts, and that will be equal to 8 into 1.98 plus 29. So the value of Ts will be 44.98 days, or whatever be the unit. So we required 44.98 days to complete 90% of project, with the probability of 90% of completion of your project. So in this video, we have seen how to draw a network, how to find out its critical path and critical activity and the project duration. That project duration we have to use to find out the next two cases, that is the Z, that is normal deviation, and by using normal deviation table we can find out the probability of percentage of completion of your projects. Thank you.